What's up, motherfuckers? I'm Snags, bitch.
And I'm old Silky.
And I'm Alan.
Beatle Bailey in the house.
Yes. Um,
Yeah.
so my question to you guys, tonight we're talking about Humphrey Bogart. I believe it's episode 149. Go on the website, check snagsandsilky.com.
Follow
Snag,
us. Follow us on YouTube, Spotify, and Facebook, and
yeah,
X. X
X.
too.
And so my question I wanted to ask you guys, I mean, obviously Bogart is iconic. You can see by this painting behind me, just the light and dark, the shadow. Uh, you think of other movies he was not in that are, everyone talks about Citizen Kane. Casablanca to me is one of the greatest movies of all time. Um, and
It
it,
is. It is held up in like screenwriting circles as
Oh
the
yeah.
perfect screenplay.
And I
oh,
have it on Laserdisc as I showed you
nice,
guys. Yeah.
nice.
Yeah,
We watched it 2 nights ago. Fantastic.
It
yeah.
it
I've
it is.
seen that so many times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just the whole thing start to finish. I love every bit of it. But my question, and I can think of other actors as well, um, is where yes they are amazing, but they're almost it's almost mono to stereo with the right director, and I feel like uh, many of Bogart's brilliant movies, um, while he was amazing in them, uh, you can't not mention these directors that were just
Yeah.
the top cream of the crop,
Yeah.
just A-list directors in Hollywood. Um,
Save Alfred Hitchcock.
yeah.
Hitchcock never did anything with Bogart, right?
No, no, he did
And
not, and really, I it could have down the road, Jimmy Stewart and some of these guys
mm,
that came in, but Bogart died, I believe, in 52.
oh yeah, so that kind of put a
So,
damper on
so I mean,
getting him.
really,
Bogart
Yeah,
died in 57,
57.
January 14th,
Yeah,
1957.
so
oh,
he would have
57.
he would have worked with him. It would have happened.
Yeah, he had cancer so bad.
Yeah.
Um, and I mean, you look at Shadow of a Doubt, which was 58,
Mm.
Joseph Cotton. That could have been a Bogart. The uncle
Yeah.
comes to stay with the niece, and some of those could have easily been
Yeah.
a Bogart vehicle.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Uh,
absolutely.
it was it was Hank Senior that died in 52. That's who I
Okay.
was.
I would just like to say this is the first podcast that if my parents were still around, this would be appointment listening. This is right up their alley.
Hey, we
The
did a
play.
we did a Mickey Spillane episode.
Yeah, that was probably a little too
Hardcore for
hardcore
him.
for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, but Bogart and all those movies and the playlist that you sent. So
Oh, nice.
I mean, that just when I started that, it was my mom and dad were right front and center,
Yeah,
right
so we
on that.
got a Bogart
Yeah,
era playlist we'll
yeah.
be
No, they
dropping
would
on the
be
click pick.
eating this up. They would absolutely be
Snagsandsilky.com.
eating this up. So
That's
thank
great.
you. I just want to thank you guys. This is
Yeah.
Maybe this episode will bring them back from the
yeah.
dead.
Oh,
They'll
nice. That the
climb out of their
resurrection of my
graves
parents. Oh
like
yeah,
zombies and
I've
show up
been
at your
wanting to
house.
talk to them for a long time. So
Yeah.
please, yeah, let's
Yeah.
go.
Uh, just play the "It Had to Be You,"
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
As time goes by.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so Bogart, I don't have the notes in front of me, but I know that Bogart had been on Broadway. He had a very abusive father growing up. Um, and he never discussed the scar on his under his lip that kind of shaped the way he
Oh,
spoke.
yeah, that was right. That was very unique of it. And it didn't,
He 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 would
Hollywood had no problem
yeah. Well, he would
making
never
him,
discuss it. He was asked
yeah.
point blank, and he would just never discuss it. Which I that to me is the older generation where you just did not. There's certain things you just didn't talk about.
Yeah.
There are several competing stories though. So for fun, let's just review those.
Yes. Take us down that road.
Are you gonna
There
the avalanche?
there's the handcuffed prisoner story, the most popular story explanation. You know, when you don't fucking talk about it, people are gonna just make shit up. So
Exactly.
the first favored by Nathaniel Benchley, who was a family friend and a biographer, claims it happened during his World War I service in the Navy. While escorting a naval prisoner to prison, the handcuffed man asked Bogart for a cigarette. When Bogart reached into his pocket for a match, the prisoner lashed out and smashed him across the mouth with the handcuffs,
Yeah.
and it partially paralyzed the right side of his top lip. There's three stories, three main ones. The second one
Okay.
is
This is like a Monty Python bit.
the second one is the botched childhood surgery story.
Yeah.
According to actor David Niven, Bogart claimed the studio made up the heroic naval stories for PR, and the real culprit was childhood injury and a bad doctor. Bogart reportedly told David Niven that he got cut on the lip as a kid and the doctor stitched it up poorly. And the last one, the naval shrapnel myth. A long circulated legend was that Bogart's ship, the USS Leviathan, what a badass name for a ship,
Yeah,
Oh hell yeah!
sure.
was shelled by a German U-boat and a piece of flying shrapnel tore into his face. However, historians point out that the Leviathan was never shelled, and Bogart didn't even serve at sea until after the armistice was signed. So that's the end of that.
Right.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Um. But what I was gonna say, Bogart had done a few roles in Hollywood. There's some very very bit parts. There's a movie whose name escapes me right now, where he's uh, this guy that shows up to take this girl out on a date. Uh, he ends up getting her pregnant in the car, and she goes, she gets out of the car and he leaves, and then he wants nothing to do with her, and she's pregnant, and the dad kills him,
Nice.
and it's like a mid 30s. He's only in the movie in like three scenes.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's got to be pre-code. You wouldn't have that shit after the Hayes
Oh
Code
yeah,
kicked in.
no, and so the meat of the movie is the girl and her father,
Mm.
and you have that drama of should I tell dad, all that way before Madonna and all that shit. Um, she doesn't know if she's going to keep the baby or go away uh, to
Mexico.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then
Get that little fucker scraped out.
the dad kills him, and
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
but
It sounds
so
like a
anyway,
70s. It sounds like
TV movie,
Charles Bronson or something.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Or
oh,
what was that movie? Hardcore.
Yeah,
hardcore.
Yeah.
Holy
yeah.
shit. Yeah. That was
The
And
dad
uh,
avenging the daughter movie, you know.
yeah.
I
Joy.
wish I had looked to see what this damn movie was called, but
Hmm.
anyway, it was just a real bit. So he had these little brief things, but he's he's in New York, Broadway, doing a stage production of the
The
Petrified Forest,
yeah.
and the story is Spencer Tracy just demanded that Bogart be in this prison film that Spencer Tracy was in, and that got him out to Hollywood. And really, Spencer Tracy's like, look, you gotta give this guy a shot. And then Leslie Howard was also involved in getting Bogart to be in the movie version of the
Yeah.
stage production.
Leslie Howard was in the stage play version, and
Right.
he was doing these. He was already in some movies before then, but the breakout star-making film was the film version of the Petrified Forest that he had already rocked on stage.
Yeah, and just his stance and stage presence brings to mind his High Sierra character to me.
Yeah.
Same kind of guy, just tough as nails and everything.
But he was cool. To me, he was like the first cool leading man, like Fred, like Harrison Ford, or
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. I always,
like
I will always put Ford as a modern
right,
Bogart.
because he doesn't take himself too seriously. He just takes it seriously enough. And
Yeah,
I mean, can dish it out, can take it.
Nicholson. Nicholson's a kind
Oh,
of
fuck yeah.
modern Bogart. Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Absolutely.
It's just this character that's just cool as shit, basically.
Hmm.
yeah. And then the other thing I wanted to add, and then you guys can chime in. Early on, Bogart he was married to this woman. I just lost it.
Mayo. Oh,
Mayo.
well,
Mayo.
yeah, that was actually his third wife,
Oh
Mayo
me, oh
Methot.
my, oh.
Yeah.
Methot.
Metho. I think it was Mayo Metho.
She's a
But
thought. She was a fucking thought, that bitch. Oh, go ahead.
yeah, but they were hardcore drinkers,
Yeah.
and they would call them the Fighting Bogarts,
The battling Bogarts.
battling Bogarts.
Yeah.
And
They're
Wow.
always arguing. Yeah.
Wow.
yeah, and but she's in a movie with Betty Davis. Um, it's either Marked Woman or Three on a Match or something like that. Um, but you can see her in a couple things. She's only in one or two, and but she was the marriage was so volatile. Bogart really just started doing those bungalows to have his little trysts with different people, um, and just not going home and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that
it.
So
was the last wife before he met Lauren Bacall.
yeah,
Oh my God.
uh,
Can we just make this the rest of the podcast about Lauren
yeah,
Bacall?
Sure.
yeah. What a smoke show!
Jesus Christ. Because
Sultry, uh, just phenomenal. And the one
yeah.
thing I want to before you get in on her, they had that first movie together, and she had done some magazine spread as a model,
Mm.
and she had gone ahead and done that, and somehow uh, there was a big controversy, and Bogart had to step in and really keep her fucking job um, because the director was ready to just pitch her the fuck out.
Right,
For
right.
what?
Yeah.
To have and have not? Which
Yeah,
movie?
but
Yeah.
she had done some magazine thing because
And
she
this
had been doing
this
modeling.
Yeah, so this
Yeah.
is during the movie he met her on, To Have and Have
Yes.
Not. I'm just trying to establish
Mm.
the
Oh
context.
yeah, yeah, and she almost got herself in trouble,
Yeah.
and she actually does a movie which I have it over there,
This
and
is
you could
actually
look it
very
up.
similar to when middle-aged Harrison Ford meets fucking probably 19-year-old Carrie Fisher on Star Wars,
Uh,
and he's banging her while they're shooting that. It
uh,
didn't become a big public love story.
yeah,
We found
nobody,
out
yeah,
about it years later, but same
yeah.
thing, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
But Bacall actually tried her luck at another movie that was a flop, and they were just like, yeah, we're just not gonna. And Bogart, ends up doing 5 movies with her.
Mm-hmm.
But
To Have and Have Not, The Big Sleep, Dark Passage, and Key Largo. So 4 movies.
four,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
I thought there was another one, but
I watched The Big Sleep last night.
oh, it's
Well,
great.
that's
Oh my
such a
God.
great movie. That is
Yeah.
And
that's
the
just
girl
fantastic.
Oh,
that plays the
gee.
little sister in the Big Sleep, the one
Yeah.
that wakes, dude.
Yep. I was going to bring it
Yeah.
up.
Ah, every
No,
time.
well,
Oh,
the first time she appears in the film, and what this came out in 45, 46,
46.
46.
Well, it's a movie about
So,
porn. It's about,
yeah.
the girl's doing porn. I mean, they talk
yeah.
around
Well,
it the whole time,
in
but
in the
But
book, in the book,
she
yeah.
she's buck
she
ass naked.
greets, yeah,
Yeah.
he walks in the house, she comes to greet him. She's wearing a skirt that you see nowadays,
Yeah, yeah,
like way up,
yeah,
like as far up as you can go.
yeah,
You're
yeah,
like, whoa.
yeah.
Like,
But
holy
and
shit.
that's because in the book she was naked.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But the
Trying to get
book,
her as naked as possible
So
instead
yeah,
as
when they
and
naked as
release the movie.
possible. Yeah.
but he lays her on the couch and she is just filthy. That
Yeah.
actress,
Yeah.
oh my God,
Oh, yeah.
stunning.
It's like you don't know where to look
Yeah,
if,
exactly.
if they're in the same scene.
But so I had mentioned it before when we were
Oh,
going to do this.
here we go.
This
We're gonna.
is the
Oh, wow.
this is
Whoa.
so it's six. It's the Bogart Essential Collection,
Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
and there's six discs that have you know, let's see, disc one, Petrified Forest and Marked Woman on one, then Kid Galahad and Black Legion, and all of these have um, the news shorts, the news reels, and some of the Porky cartoons and stuff. So it's like a night at the movies.
Oh,
Nice.
that's
Back,
good. That's great.
and this is just absolutely essential. But it has, to me, it has every single Bogart movie that you would even think of. They're all on here. San Quentin. Um, That's 1937. I believe that's the one with Spencer Tracy. Um, and then the Roaring Twenties, Dark Victory, Virginia City. These are all movies that some of them, you didn't know, or. But
Yeah.
then it starts in with the amazing Dr. Clitterhouse, with uh, Edward G. Robinson, Invisible Stripes, High Sierra, They Drive by Night. So by disc three, disc two, you start in on the ones you've heard of. High
Yeah.
Sierra, They Drive by Night,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
you Maltese Falcon, Across the Pacific, All Through the Night. Brother Orchid, another one with Edward G. Robinson, great one. And then Action in the North Atlantic, Passes to Marseille, Have and Have Not, Big Sleep, and it all goes in order.
Nice.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then Dark Passes, Key Largo, Casablanca, and The Treasure of Sierra Madre. And those are really, you can go and find other movies that Bogart was in, but none of it. That legit is
That will
Hmm.
take care
Is
of it.
African
the only.
African Queen in there?
No, the African Queen
Okay, and
and
K
the Cane
Mutiny.
Mutiny.
Yeah,
Well,
you
if that's
gotta.
all, yeah, then if that's all it's missing, you buy those other two and you're good
Yeah,
to go.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I have a killer double DVD of African Queen and then
Mhm.
the Cane Mutiny.
Wow.
It's just the
Yeah.
great.
See, this has inspired me to go and watch all these again. This is
Oh,
great.
they're fantastic. But
Yeah.
this Essential Bogart,
Yeah.
what I love about it is you have commentary. I mean, you can get lost in this thing for a
Sure.
year,
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
but
I'm sure.
each disc has a classic cartoon, Bugs Bunny, whatever. So all those, if you recall, the ones where they spoofed Lauren Bacall and they're in the restaurant and Bogart's just waiting on a damn sandwich.
Yeah.
but it's a
Yeah,
cartoon, you know.
those
Yeah.
old movie
Well,
stars would show up in those cartoons every now
right.
and then.
Well, that's I
Yeah.
have my first note is I first saw Humphrey Bogart in a Bugs Bunny cartoon, and it's called Eight Ball Bunny, where he's trying to get a penguin back to the Antarctic,
Yes.
not knowing the penguin belongs in Brooklyn, in
Right. Right.
captivity.
Yeah. Yeah.
But so
I remember.
every like three times during the cartoon, wherever they'll be somewhere, and Humphrey Bogart comes in from stage right, or stage left, whatever it is.
Cigarette.
He's got the cigarette dangling, and he goes, "Pardon me, but could you help out a fellow American who's down on his luck?" And it's burned in my brain.
Oh,
But,
I've seen that scene
yeah.
before.
And
Yeah.
I'm like, who the hell is this?
What is
You
this
know,
guy? Yeah. Yeah.
so finally
Yeah.
later, I'm like, oh my God, that was Humphrey Bogart in that
Yeah.
cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We, growing up, you'd watch Looney Tunes, and there was that one, and
Yeah.
then the other one was uh, in the restaurant, and they just go around to all the different people,
Yeah.
and Lauren Bacall is in there, just
Yes. Yeah.
ridiculous,
Yeah.
and the animation is almost like they drew over somebody moving. It's very different style.
Let me ask you this. Do you think Jessica Rabbit was modeled after Lauren
Oh,
Bacall?
100%.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Was
Well,
that
after Lauren Bacall and also the
Lana
actress,
Lana Turner. I mean, there's a
yeah,
lot of
but
those
the
girls
the
back then.
actress that played Jessica Rabbit was very similar,
yeah, yeah. Now that I'm yeah,
and her
just
name's gone.
popped into my head. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Anyway.
yeah. So Bogart, to me, Spencer Tracy and some of these other guys rallied to uh, demand that he get a chance. And you had Petrified Forest, and he was almost typecast in some of these roles. But when he gets to branch out and do some of these other things, they put him up with Jimmy Cagney, um, Joseph Cotton, some of these heavier uh, guys. But Bogart held his own, and
It was always fun when it's a great scene. I forget what I think it's Maltese Falcon. It's either Maltese Falcon or The Big Sleep where he's slapping Peter Lorre around. And just
uh,
Peter Lorre showing up in these noirs
Yeah.
yes,
is just
but
what
the
a
guy that
classic
played
character.
who's the guy that played Ice Pick in the Magnum PI?
Uh,
I don't know. Look it up for you.
yeah.
Because
Right.
that actor is who Bogart slaps around,
Yeah.
and the guy is just going to break him in
Oh
half.
yeah, yeah. That guy was in Treasure of the Sierra Madre
Yeah,
too. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
Now that you mentioned
yeah, yeah.
slapping around, I love that. This is the era
He does
where
slap Peter Lorre around
well,
too.
he gets
That's
slapped.
yeah.
He
But
slaps women. He
he slaps
slaps
Ice
man
Pick
and woman
around.
alike. He slaps man and woman alike.
Oh yeah,
And you
yeah.
could do that back then, and you could talk like this. See,
Uh
and
huh.
you better not
Public
talk back.
Enemy, Public Enemy, James Cagney. He slaps this chick right in the mouth and then takes a grapefruit half and
Yeah.
just puts it out on her face
Face, yes.
and then drags her
Alicia
across.
Cook
Oh,
Jr. played Ice Pick.
oh,
Elijah
He
Cook, yeah.
yeah,
Elijah.
he's in Treasure. He's a classic old character actor. Shows up in a lot of those
Oh
noirs.
yeah, yeah. But he like slaps him in Maltese Falcon. He's like, "I'll slap you again," and pops. It's just so good.
Oh, yeah.
But
Yep.
yeah, Cagney like does that grapefruit and then drags the girl across the girl. It's the blonde bombshell,
Oh,
Jean Harlow.
okay, right. Yeah.
Just another one who just
Yeah.
was a smoke show.
Oh my God.
Um,
Yeah,
but
I
man.
think I mean he's the only major star who played both Sam Spade and Philip Marlowe. You know,
yeah, I think so.
I mean those are some. That's pretty badass.
And
Yeah.
I'm on. I've read four of those Chandler books, Philip Marlowe, and they're great. They're
Yeah.
very short. I think he only wrote six of them.
Oh,
But
wow. Yeah.
the Lady in the Lake is the next one. I haven't read it yet, but I'm gonna slowly read all those classic Westlake, Chandler, um, uh, the guy that wrote Drowning Pool.
Dashiell Hammett.
Well, I've read those. I've read Dashiell Hammett, and I've read the 6 Charlie Chan books. But Chandler and McDonald did the Lou Archer series, the Drowning Pool, and the one that later in life Paul Newman played him with 16-year-old. What's the chick that was with Don Johnson?
Oh, God, I
The
know who you're
blonde.
talking. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
She's like 16 in that movie with
Yeah.
Gene
Virginia
Hackman.
Madsen? Huh?
No. I've
No,
seen
I'm
her in
thinking,
some early movies, and she was
Yeah,
just
she is just
stunning. Right
yeah,
after she turned 18, but she
yeah.
was
Well, of
stunning.
course, yeah, because
Yeah,
we don't look at
yeah,
16-year-olds. But
she was
anyway,
stunning. What was her
yeah.
name?
Um,
Melanie Griffith.
Melanie Griffith,
oh,
yeah.
Melanie,
Yeah,
right.
So
yeah,
some of those Lou Archer movie books were made into movies. Um, the one that Gene Hackman is in, and then the one Drowning Pool that uh, Paul Newman does later. He's much older, but that stuff is just so good. But it feeds into the image that I think Bogart really
Oh,
put
yeah,
on the screen.
right.
That will be copied till the end of time.
Yeah.
Anytime somebody does a Frankenstein, they are going to either knowingly or unknowingly imitate Boris Karloff.
Well, right.
yeah.
So
And
I've,
anytime somebody does one of those noirs, I was sitting around in my office, and then she
yes.
walked in.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
always going to be
And
some Bogart in there.
right. I've got a couple of things where I think it's the first time you see something. I could be mistaken, but he gets beat up, told to lay off, get off the case. He doesn't
Yeah,
even think twice about if I get beat, if I get the shit kicked out of me by two guys and they tell me to do something, I'm probably going to do it, you
yeah.
yeah,
know, or
Too bad
yeah.
he
not do
can't
it.
stay.
But no, not him, not Rockford, it's
All
just
right.
like,
Well, that's Mike Hammer.
and
That's
then,
all of these.
Yeah.
and
They
then
get the shit beat out of them,
right,
thrown down a flight of stairs, or
and
and
then, but yeah, but
it's
then he's
always it always ends up being the bitch that walked in to begin with, is the fucking bitch that
Ruins his life. Yeah.
yeah.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
So, but it's always a woman. But then, what I also loved in that movie when he's and again, it's something you always see with these tough guys. He's hogtied, literally hogtied, sitting on the floor. He's been beat up. Now he's hogtied. When he comes to, he is in full control of what's going on in that scene. He
Hmm.
doesn't give a fuck that he's
Yeah.
hogtied. He's leading the conversation.
Yeah, and
It's like, what
Sydney
the hell?
Greenstreet and I forget the actress that's in there, uh, Maltese Falcon, but she's another one that was just really, really pretty.
Yeah.
Uh, um, but yeah, it's just classic Hollywood. Him and Lauren Bacall.
Mm.
Um, you, Snags hit me to this Fixer book that I may have told him about before, but I never read it.
No,
Uh,
you didn't tell me about it. Stop
the
trying to take
the
credit.
cover, no, but
I hipped you
I
to it.
send you book links all the
You
time.
didn't send
So
me that link,
yeah,
dude. I discovered
um,
I was watching what's that
see how
show?
heated he's getting.
What's that show with that guy that plays the fixer
Oh yeah, yeah,
modern show with the guy who plays a fixer, and I'm drawing a
yeah.
blank on it, but it
I watched some of that. It was pretty
multiple
good.
seasons, yeah. And I was like, I want to learn about some of the real fixers, and I started searching the books, and that's where
It's
I
crazy
found it.
what those guys did.
I
Uh,
and this guy was right in the middle of the Maryland and RFK thing, and he was a well-known Hollywood fixer. It's a great book. It's simply called The Fixer,
yeah,
and I hipped you to it
it's
for the record.
there's a well, we know the real story, but
That I hipped you to it. Yeah, that's a real story.
there's a book also. a guy ran a gas station in Hollywood, and behind the gas station were all these bungalows, and it was basically a a beard or a front for a working brothel, where Catherine Hepburn, just all these different people would go, and they could do what Catherine was a raging lesbian, and so her and Spencer Tracy did all these movies together. But that was kind of a beard for both of them. Allegedly, Spencer Tracy had a massive conflict of straight or gay. Uh,
Oh, okay.
Constantly. And
There's a lot of that in this fixture book. There's another
yeah,
fixture book that about the resident fixer I think at MGM that I haven't hipped you to yet. But when you're done with this one, I'll give it to you. But
mm,
there was all that was everywhere back then. Everywhere
yeah,
were,
yeah.
people were,
It's
everybody was fucking everybody. Half of them were in the closet. It
and
was,
then they'd have these parties, these massive, secluded uh, properties, and have these Roman parties or God knows what, and get up to the most outrageous shit. Um,
I
but
still,
the
I still see interviews with like porn girls today who are like, they'll ask them, do you ever get called by any Hollywood people? And they're always like, yeah, but I'm not supposed to talk about it.
yeah,
So, I mean, that still happens. And
Yeah,
they still
yeah.
have these sex parties and invite all
yeah,
these.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean they're out of control and have been, and you're not going to do. And God knows what they get up to now compared to back then. What was better, what was safer, who knows? But
Yeah.
that other book, they Netflix did a thing. I think it's just called Hollywood, and Rock Hudson, and I mean they were all just up to no good. But Bogart, back to stay on track, Bogart would have a room at one of the famous hotels downtown in Hollywood, and he would be on one floor, and Bacall would get a room somewhere else, and they essentially would come up the elevator or come down, whatever. But it was all hush hush for the media, to not know
Hmm.
until until they got married.
Right. Which I believe happened around the filming of The Big Sleep. If
Oh
I,
yeah,
yeah, if I was watching the special features, and I think they mentioned that. Yeah.
Yeah, they got married May 21st, 1945, and Big
Okay.
Sleep
So,
was released in
yeah,
46, so that checks
yeah,
out.
right.
Yeah.
yeah.
Uh,
Um, that's crazy, and
yeah.
it's funny because I always put Casablanca towards the end, and that was filmed in like 40 and 41, and
Yeah. Like I said, we watched that a couple of nights ago, and what struck me about it at first was like this was right at the, beginning of our involvement, the U.S. involvement in World War II. This was, topical,
Oh
because
yeah.
yeah,
you watch the
Yeah.
movie and you're like, oh yeah, back in well, this was released right at the height of everything.
Hmm.
yeah,
So I could see how it must have been really impactful back then. Um, and it's got all the great lines in it,
oh yeah,
of all the gin joints and all the towns and all the worlds she
oh
had walked into
it's
my.
just so fucking
But
amazing. And Michael
Hmm.
Curtiz directed it. The everyone probably knows this, but at the end of the movie, uh,
yeah,
the plane, you're getting on the plane and all that. Um, they could not get uh, the plane they wanted, or for some reason they end up using a model plane,
mm,
like a cardboard cutout or something for the shot that they wanted,
yeah,
and they had all these midgets running around to make it look bigger. So the guys working around the plane in that scene, um, with
Okay.
Claude
Yeah.
Rains,
Yeah. Yeah.
and they're midgets in jumpsuits running around like they're working on the plane to get it ready, and the the fog and everything. But like I said, it's also the directing um,
Yeah.
that makes these movies just so incredibly classic.
Oh yeah.
Um,
So yeah, I wonder if that Claude Rains you mentioned, did he like he could have won an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor.
Claude
He,
Rains is in a lot
holy,
of amazing
yeah.
movies. He really is.
But
Um, I mean, obviously, the interesting thing about Claude Rains is he could absolutely destroy a bathroom with a beer fart.
Oh yeah,
Um,
that guy
yes,
could
vicious.
finally
shit the
somebody,
tiles right off the wall.
you
Oh, I
know,
mean, they called him the
Crazy.
Invisible Man, but they
Yeah.
knew.
as long as we're yeah, is speaking of yes, clearing a room with beer fart. Now what actually now I don't know how many times I've seen the movie, but now looking at it through the lens of a 60-year-old, and I know I'm being hypocritical because when I was 26, my first girlfriend dumped me, and I thought it was the end of everything, you know?
Oh, that's
So,
so hard to get over too.
right. But now I'm looking at him like from the moment the film begins until she shows up, he's got everything down. Everything's in control. He's not drinking. She shows up, he falls to pieces. He's just done.
Yeah.
He's more bothered by her than the freaking Nazis.
Right.
You know, like,
Yeah.
dude, pull it together. Dude, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, she's
so
just that's another
yeah,
one that
but Ingrid
Ingrid
Bergman, yeah.
Ingrid Bergman.
Mm,
Holy fuck.
yeah.
And her daughter in Blue Velvet. Get the
Oh,
fuck out of here.
Isabella Rossellini. Oh my God, right. Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
That's a good lineage. Yeah.
um, yeah, she is just filthy. Ingrid Bergman. And especially in that movie, the close-ups and you see the fullness of her lips.
Yeah.
Jesus. It's
Like I
everything.
said, I know I'm being hypocritical. I'd probably be the same way. I'd probably get to drinking and I
Yeah.
know.
And but what's funny is I will to this day tell somebody we'll always have Paris.
Yeah.
Um, our buddy Rabid Mike
Yeah.
um, has done a few shows, and he started this new old relationship. A girl he messed around with just out of high school, and poor Mike is going through a vicious divorce right now.
Oh God. Yeah.
Just awful, all the
Yeah.
things, and
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about any of that, but
Right.
he's really going through it,
Hmm.
and out of nowhere, almost like kismet or whatever, this girl comes back into his life from all way the hell back,
Wow.
and I was kidding around. I said, I knew him first, and we will always have Paris. And she's like, actually, I knew him first because, the high school thing.
Sure.
But,
Casablanca too. You've got
yeah,
the film, Craig. There you go.
yeah.
Yeah.
And if we're
Starring
gonna
him? Yeah, I don't want to lose money.
if we're gonna discuss Casablanca,
Yeah.
everyone remembers the David Soul TV version of
Yeah, I
Casablanca.
remember seeing when that was on TV. I remember seeing a couple episodes. I didn't
I don't.
quite know what
I don't know what you're talking about. David
there was a
Soul.
TV series with fucking Hutch
Yeah, uh,
as
and
Rick.
Rick.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Oh
Was that
God.
a series or just a
It was a series. It
okay? I
didn't
thought
last very long. I'm gonna
yeah,
look it up and see if there's episodes on
I think it was
YouTube.
called Rick's Place or
Rick's Place.
something like that.
Rick's
I don't think it was
Cafe.
called Casablanca.
Rick's Cafe.
Yeah.
It was called Casablanca.
Oh, okay.
Casablanca. Oh
Yeah.
God. How'd they
Yep.
get away with that?
They've
Jesus.
got they've got little documentaries on it, but I don't see full episodes on YouTube. Anyway,
No. No, you'd probably find that on DVD Lady or something, but
somewhere. Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, David
Yeah,
Soul.
that's like doing a fucking Citizen Kane TV show and throwing fucking Squiggy in there or something.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah,
come on. You
yeah.
don't need some movies do not need to be remade. And if Netflix ever remakes
No.
a Casablanca with the
Uh,
handicapped Filipino migrant
yeah.
as the lead, I'm gonna,
Well,
come the fuck on.
it's like
Oh my
if we're
God.
going down that road, I have to
Yeah.
bring up Time Bandits is one
Oh
of the
yeah.
best fucking movies, and
Yeah.
they remade it with Lisa Kudrow from Friends and
Oh
uh,
no.
God.
a
What
bunch
the
of just a rainbow
what the
coalition of
Oh
people,
God.
and you got the lesbian, the cross dresser, just like what is going. This is
Yeah.
nothing to do with
No.
Time
The
Bandit.
world
Yeah.
is a the world
And
is a sand.
not that there's anything wrong with any of that, but when
No,
you
it's
cram
No,
it in
yeah,
there for no reason, it's
it's a
ridiculous.
sandbox. It's just they're
Yeah.
playing in a sandbox is what they're
Yeah.
doing.
well, and
It's
they
just it's
cater it
not.
like if any one of those people, I would be offended. Like, don't show me this like this is what I'm supposed to like.
Yeah, I have off the record business relationship with a woman who's a lesbian, and she just cannot stand the flag waving shit.
Yeah,
She's like,
that's what
I
I'm
am
saying.
not part of any group.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I'm
if
me.
yeah, let me decide what I want to. Don't
Well, it's
here's
and
an easy
we
package.
swerve into this subject often because it irritates all of us. It irritates Rabid Mike, but it's really what it comes down to is getting preached at
Yeah, right.
instead of watching art. You want to enjoy some art or some entertainment, and
Yeah.
instead you're getting
Yeah.
preached at as if you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah,
Hmm.
well, it's a
And it's like,
2 hour. You're looking for a 2 hour escape, and instead it's your mom with that spoonful of shit to
Right.
put down.
Spanish, yeah, it's the Spanish Inquisition.
right,
Yeah,
Right.
right.
It's Mel Brooks
Yeah.
dancing in your freaking face.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
yes, they did a TV series starring Hutch as Rick
I
Yeah.
called
gotta see this. Oh
Casablanca.
my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That
You
just,
could
It's
find.
ridiculous.
I just
oh
remember
no.
in the early '80s they would always have something, and and that was the era. The '70s and '80s were just in love with the '30s and '40s. You just uh, even me at 9, 10 years old when you heard Jimmy Stewart passing away, you were like, oh my God, you knew this was heavy, and
Oh yeah.
Jimmy Cagney
Oh,
passing away, I think
John
82,
Wayne.
83. John
John
Wayne.
John Wayne was huge when
Yeah,
I remember that. I think
that's
I was a
hard.
paper boy when it happened. So I
Yeah.
saw the headline every 5 seconds, you know
Oh,
what I mean?
wow.
So, and
Yeah.
I think it was cancer claims the Duke or the Duke
Yeah,
loses his
Well, do you
battle.
know the story behind that? There's a
yeah, yeah,
film that he made, and everybody on that film got cancer.
yeah.
It
They
was
so,
it was near a nuclear
What?
testing site. Oh,
Oh,
look
so
it up.
Jesus.
they
Oh
Look
my
it
filmed
up.
God.
they
Yeah.
filmed
Wow.
they
Yeah.
filmed the movie Genghis Khan, and the Duke plays Genghis Khan, and they filmed it in the opposite valley of where they test those nuclear bombs in Utah.
Like
And
the majority of the cast and crew got
yes,
cancer.
Oh
Yeah.
my
dead.
God.
Everyone on that
Yeah.
film
Yeah.
dead by cancer within 9, 10 years.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So it was in the 66 or 67, and by 77, 78,
Yeah, he was dead.
he was
Right.
dead.
Yeah.
I remember
Uh,
watching Steve
all from that
McQueen's
fucking movie.
I remember watching Steve McQueen's farewell speech on TV. Like he knew he was dying from lung cancer,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
he gave this speech on TV about telling kids not to smoke. And
yep.
that's when I decided I wanted to be an actor, which didn't work out.
Hey,
But it led to me wanting to be a director, which also didn't work out. But somehow ended up leading to this amazing podcast that's taking the
Yeah.
world by storm.
that's
So there
right.
you go.
So
No,
thank you, Steve McQueen. Thank you,
Yes.
Steve
McQueen.
McQueen.
Steve
Yeah.
McQueen had done The Hunter, which is a great movie, and then he gave that speech or commercial, whatever, and I remember Yul Brynner had already died, and they ran Yul Brynner talking about cigarettes and different shit,
Yeah.
and it was like, holy shit, Yul
Yeah.
Brynner
What
still.
a cool name. I think my next dog, I'm gonna name him Yule.
Yule.
Yule, yeah,
That's a badass
Yule
name.
Tide,
That
Yule
is
Brynner,
Fucking Yule.
yeah,
Telly Savalas.
Telly.
Yeah.
Telly.
Now Telly was
Oh,
a
here,
beast.
Speaking of
look
bald guy,
out.
I mean the
Look out.
three coolest bald guys on the world: Telly Savalas, Yul Brynner, and Beetle Bailey.
And Beetle
There
Bailey.
it
Right
is.
there.
Yeah,
Bald Yankee. Fuck. BYF.
Yeah,
bald is
yeah. That's
beautiful.
his nickname, everybody. We call
Yeah.
him Bald Yankee Fuck. Yeah.
And I'm in the FBI, the fat balding Irishman.
There you
Oh,
go.
yeah.
I'm balding in the back. There you
Not
go.
too bad. Not
Yep.
too bad. You're, yeah.
That's from all the guys holding the back of his head when he's working.
Don't tell him about what we do when we're not recording the podcast. Jesus.
Jesus. Uh, no, so this I just have to uh, I have to pimp this Bogart thing. 24 Bogart films,
Wow.
all in one collection. It
Yeah.
has a bunch of small movie card posters, from each of the movies.
Yeah.
Uh, a documentary on the brothers Warner, a book, a little book. Uh, it's just epic. It's really what you need. You get this, the African Queen, Cane Mutiny, and you're fucking solid.
Mm.
Yeah.
Um, because otherwise, Bogart was in some, other movies that were minimal or smaller roles and things. But this even has the uh, the one where they take over the family in the house. I wonder if it's Dark Passage.
Oh
It,
yeah, yeah. And they're all hostages. The
yeah,
gangsters take over the
yeah,
house. Yeah.
yeah. Which has been done a few times, but it's such a great scenario for a movie.
Yeah.
You know, they take the husband to the bank. The creepers are leering at the daughter and the wife, and it's just
Yep.
great shit though. Great shit. But
Yeah.
That
No,
was The
that's
Desperate
fantastic.
Hours, directed
Desperate
by
Hours. So I need
Desperate
speaking
that.
of
Hours.
speaking of great directors,
So I
directed by
got
William Wyler, who was a really good director.
Yeah, and that
Yeah.
ties into what I was saying. Is you're only as good as the director you've got.
Yeah.
Um,
And then there's, of course, The Petrified Forest, which is a similar plot where Bogart takes a group hostage
right.
in a
Okay.
in
Yeah,
a
you
ga in
kind
a gas station.
yeah, it's kind
Yeah,
of full
yeah,
circle. This one
yeah.
has Petrified. For what was the movie you just? What was it
The
called?
Des the Desperate Hours,
Desperate Hours.
1955.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was it later in his career. Yeah, this
yeah,
only goes up to Key Largo 48, but he was not doing too many after that. Um, but
yeah.
yeah, I
It
got to
kind of
get.
kind of wound down in the 50s. There's one wacky fucking movie he did with Truman Capote, or the what was that? Hold on a second. Let me look that
Oh,
one up.
that's like his last film, and it's like really poorly uh, transferred. It looks terrible. John Huston uh, had his hands on that,
Yeah, that was just a weird fucking
and they put
wacky
everybody on a boat. There's really not a plot. It's
beat the
it's
devil.
beat the
Yeah,
devil.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I did that before the podcast.
Hi-oh.
Oh.
Um,
Um,
it's always good
oh,
to
I
clear the
see I
pipe.
see their microscope on your desk next to you.
Ah,
It's it's
there we
always
go.
Um,
it's
Ouch.
always good to clear the pipes before you do this
Yeah.
show because we
absolutely.
are
Just like,
fucking orgasmic.
just like something
Yeah,
about Mary. You gotta,
That's right.
yeah,
rub one out. Yeah.
Um,
yeah. Um, it was hair gel.
Yeah, so I have to get Desperate Hours. I gotta take care of that.
So basically, Truman Capote got hired to rewrite that screenplay on location, and it was just being written page by page as they went along, and you can tell. So,
Yeah, they thought and it's that
yeah,
arrogance of this is going to be great. Let's put everybody on a bus and we'll ride around and it'll be great. And it becomes a magical mystery tour. You know.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
right, yeah. Oh, this is genius.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Satanic Majesties, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Elder.
The Elder, yes, there are a lot of examples.
Here's your Kiss reference. We got that in.
Gotta mention Kiss in every
I
episode.
did it. I came through this
Very
Yeah,
important.
you that's that. See, we've influenced you now.
Yes, you have.
Sadly enough, but yeah.
Oh my God, this is so much fun. Love it.
So, any other Bogart?
Well, one thing that he did before he died was founded a social group of drinking buddies, and they named it the Rat Pack. And then
Yep.
he died,
Yep.
and it became famous with Sinatra and Dean Martin and Sammy Davis Jr. But that was started by Humphrey Bogart.
Yep.
The Rat Pack was originally founded by Humphrey Bogart.
How about that?
Yeah. And I always kind of, you think of Alice Cooper's little
Hollywood
Hollywood
Vampires.
Oh
vampires.
yeah.
Same kind of
Alice Cooper and who? Come on, there's another significant guy in there.
John Lennon.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah. Harry Nielsen. Guys, Harry Nielsen. He's a topic.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys even like his music or anything, but as a
Into the
person,
Fire.
yeah. Oh shit, yeah.
Oh.
He's a
Or
podcaster.
Or
that
the
guy,
great story at his wedding or at his funeral.
Yep.
They start singing
Fuck you. Yeah.
Fuck you.
You broke my heart, you tore it apart, so fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah. They sang it at his and then there was like an earthquake. There was an earthquake at his funeral.
Really?
Yeah, after they
did not know that.
Yeah, and they were all like, "Holy shit, he's doing this to us,"
Right? It's just brilliant. He worked in a bank and was writing songs, and suddenly he's best friends with the Beatles. It's fucking crazy.
I know. I'll just say one more thing because I could go on forever. But he grew up when he heard the Beatles. That was it. There's a documentary on him, and somebody, I think it's his cousin, that said, Harry, it was nothing but the Beatles. If you tried to talk to him about any other group, he's like, there is no other group. There's just the Beatles.
Right.
He didn't want to hear anything else.
Yeah. Oh, dude. So along the same lines, we did a podcast with the woman, and follow this. She ran the fan club for Quiet Riot in those classic years when they blew up and they were the biggest. They were on the news. They were on Casey Kasem's Top 40. They did the US Festival. She was their their girl handling what should have become a very lucrative and big fan club, and the label just shit the bed, and a lot of these kids that sent money off never got a fucking anything. But she at the time, she was telling us on the show, she only would listen to Quiet Riot, and she literally only played that band.
Yeah.
That was it.
That's
other
dedication.
And she said, even on the show, she's like, even now, I don't really listen to music, And I'm just like, huh? What? I've met people in my life that they'll have music on, but it doesn't really matter to them. And I'm horrified. It's very similar to when someone says, yeah, I don't like the Beatles.
Hmm.
I'm just like, what did you
Then
eat
you then you
shit?
don't then you don't like music, you know? I mean, you don't have to like the Beatles, but
No,
I
you
mean, Jesus
don't.
Christ, they've
But
got
it's like
something for everybody, I think, you know?
I get, but you might as well tell me you eat shit.
Yeah.
Like, huh? Why? What do you
Yeah.
mean you don't like the Beatles?
Hmm.
And see, my argument there is, well, you haven't listened to them,
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Could be.
and
Yeah.
Glad we
But
got that straightened
but
out.
but back
yeah,
yeah, back to
yeah,
Bogart. I just want to say the speech he gives Ilsa, Ingrid Bergman at the end of that movie. He kind of comes he proves me wrong. He does get his shit together enough to realize he's got to let her go. And that speech is just so classic. He's like, you won't regret it. You may not regret it today or tomorrow, but you will soon and for the rest of your life.
yeah.
And it's like, wow, yeah, this guy has really got his shit
Or
together.
just when he
Yeah.
says you're getting on that plane,
Yeah.
Uh,
Here,
and
here's
and I
here's to looking at you. Here's to looking at you, kid.
I think she would have absolutely blamed him and hated him after down
Hmm.
the road.
Oh, sure.
And
Yeah.
but every guy in the theater is like, dude, break it off in
Yeah.
her ass. What are you
Right.
crazy?
Yeah. She's
So
got
I
to
But
would,
then we'd all be speaking German right now. See how that would have
right.
worked out? Yeah.
Um, yeah. So I mean, I feel that. What do you think? Do you think him and Claude Rains go off on these little adventures?
Oh shit, that should have been something. Yeah,
You
right.
know, um,
The beginning of a beautiful friendship.
yeah, where they maybe start
Yeah.
Schindler listing people out of,
Yeah. No,
who knows?
Silky. Yeah. Silky. Good observation. I didn't
Yeah,
even think of that. That's obvious. How'd they not do that?
You should write that script, man.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Definitely
um,
do that tomorrow.
Hmm.
yeah. Tomorrow,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. The
Another
title's
brilliant
going to be
idea brought to you
the
by
Yeah.
Silky.
title's going to be Casablanca 2: The Revenge,
There you go.
in
Oh,
3D.
Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Casablanca 2 Electric
Electric
Boogaloo. I
Boogaloo.
like
yeah.
that. That's it.
That's how we'll do that. But
Fucking great.
Yeah.
I just definitely have to mention the Cane Mutiny. If you've not seen this,
Mm.
it is almost like a mutiny on the bounty type thing.
Yeah.
And he loses his fucking mind about the missing strawberry ice cream. And it's just to realistically give that speech just shows
Yeah.
Bogart's talent because it's so absurd. But he's, you know,
I don't know how any human being can go on the water like that and not lose their mind.
yes,
Just have
I
nothing
agree.
but water around you
Yep.
for days on end.
And you're in a fucking
I did that
Yeah.
like about a month ago. But
but
I'm already nuts, so
but
No, but I
you're
mean, as a,
yeah,
little,
you're essentially in an elevator with all
yeah,
these guys.
yeah. How about a submarine? That sounds like fun.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I'm told
submarine, now that would be insane.
I mean,
I'm
come on,
told
man.
Yeah.
I'm told on a submarine there's no soap and showers. It's just 200 men 6 months without a
So,
shower. Just
Silky's obsessed with these kind of things.
so that keeps
He
them away from
researches
each
them
other, then, right?
thoroughly.
the stench.
So they're not attracted to each other.
Well,
Just
no, I
keep
think the
describing
soap.
it, man.
They're talking about the soap that they can't have soap because of the I don't know the smell. Like I don't understand.
You're starting to perspire a little bit.
Yeah, I don't understand the significance there, but
Well, you don't get dirty on a sub, right? You're just walking
no, but
around.
just the BO would be
So to be,
fucking
All right, we got to fact check this. Are people
horrific.
not allowed to bathe when they're on a submarine?
That's
Find
the
find out.
story. That's the story.
This is
yeah,
probably just some movie you
they
watched.
just use handy wipes. They just wipe themselves down every day.
Oh,
On
see, that could be it.
submarines.
Yeah,
But I mean, there's no showers in there,
yeah.
so
I'm about to fact check your ass. We'll find
Yeah,
out
do
here.
that.
Yeah.
In the
Sailors are
name,
definitely allowed to bathe on submarines. In fact, basic hygiene is strictly required. So this
Oh,
is just all in your
well,
head.
that's fucking good.
This is some dream you had last night.
No, this was some conversation somebody was telling me about. I was like, oh
shower
my
time is
God.
the best time on a submarine.
Oh,
I
no,
thought
that's,
that sounded fucking bizarre.
oh, I was like, what? So
I
anyway,
can't tell you how many times I've had to fact check this fucker on this
Oh my
podcast.
God.
It's just constant.
yeah,
That was
okay.
great.
Mm.
Oh, God.
All right.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's Humphrey Bogart, kids.
That is Humphrey Bogart. Check out
Yeah.
any of the books I've written on fixers and
Yeah. And check out the books I
Humphrey Bogart.
recommended that he never heard of before I
Yeah.
recommended them to him. And we got more shit coming up, so stay tuned.
Deuces, everybody.
Here's
Peace
looking at
out.
you, kids. Bye-bye.